Welcome to my Wednesday video. Today we're going to talk about jobs. Okay. Now we're always talking about how we've got so many good jobs. That's all you hear. You hear Obama talk about he created 15 million jobs. Well, here's the problem. He hasn't created any good jobs. Oh, that 15 million, it's only 10 million. Because what he fails to tell people is in his first year, 2009, he did not count 2009. He started to count his jobs in 2010. All other presidents start when they get in office. He decided to skip a year because there was a rollover, some bad jobs into the first year from Bush. So he had a negative 5 million job loss. So he wasn't going to report that. So he decided to skip a year and start the second year. So there you are. So he's the only president in history who's ever done that, because a lot of presidents, they sometimes get a bump. If you have a good president before you and you start and it pushes over into your start of your presidency, let's say it was a bump of 200,000 jobs or 2 million jobs, and then you get a bonus. But every president decides, hey, let's start fair and square with the first year, not Obama. Another problem he has, he doesn't get jobs. You know, anybody can create a job. Anybody. All you need is money. Even if you want to take one person, give him a job to dig a hole, hire another person to fill the hole in. Anybody can create a job. That's easy. The hard part is trying to create good, meaningful jobs. Obama never got a hang of that. Never. He lost 2.4 million high-paying jobs. That's right, over 8 years. He replaced those jobs with all waitress and bartending service jobs. He's never created one high-paying job. And that's the truth. That's the absolute truth. So what we are seeing as we're going to the end of the year and the end of his presidency is he's a failure. He's never created a good economy. He's never created a good job. He screwed up the whole deal with the health care insurance, killing everybody with health care insurance. Now you're worth having health care insurance. God, you got to pay $5,000 or $8,000 or $10,000 your deductible. So he's really pretty much destroyed our economy. Now, it's interesting when you hear Michelle Obama claim there's no hope. She doesn't feel any hope. Really? No hope? Now, I hope she didn't mean there was no hope for the country. How could that be? After all, our flag exemplifies hope. It's a symbol of freedom. The sacrifice of thousands of our military men and women who gave their lives for our freedom. America has stood as an example of free people engaging in the pursuit of the greatest opportunities that life has to offer. No one should feel more hope than the two young African Americans, Michelle and Barack Obama, whose heritage less than 150 years ago was chains and slavery, who today they stand as an example of hope, of free people engaged in the pursuit of the greatest opportunity that life in this country has to offer, not only to reach the pinnacle of freedom, but to reach the highest office in the land and to be the first black president and first lady of these United States. Like our flag, it's a representation of our national pride. Instead, they're like spoiled children. They feel they're entitled. They feel there's no hope to ever again screw the taxpayer by having them pick up their $1.4 billion in White House lifestyle expenses. Never is there going to be hope to screw the taxpayer to pay for their dog trainer, $125,000 a year, plus another $135,000 for vet bills and transportation and upkeep. Never again is there going to be hope to screw the taxpayers $250,000 an hour flying around in Air Force One. No wonder she's so, well, moody, grumpy. You can understand, because think about it. She has lost hope, because after all, she's a great Democrat. And she looks at Kennedy. And Kennedy, well, he accomplished great things. He put a man on the moon. He was the first person to put the first man on the moon. Obama, what did he accomplish? He put the first man into a restroom. Ladies' restroom. See you on the charts.